Sophia, the smart-ass psychic. Okay, I want to tell you how to be a smartass because being a smartass sure beats being a dumbass, right? A smartass speaks up. A smartass pushes through their fears. Okay, you have fears that you keep running into, right? That and they hold you back from having a fabulous life. And Mitch and smartasses have boundaries. Some people say talk to the hand, but I say speak to the ass. Yes, the ass. If your boyfriend isn't treating you right, you tell him that I don't know what you want to tell him, but tell him that you don't like what he's saying, you're not going to put up with it, and you turn and walk out the door. And then he has to speak to the ass, right? Um, oh yes, dare to ask questions. Be the person to ask the questions that everyone else is afraid to ask. You know, my ex did that, and that's one thing I admired about him. And people would be going like, "Oh my God, did you really say that?" And you didn't get fired, right? Um, Another thing is look them in the eye, because that unnerves people. You know, when you look them straight in the eye, it really does. Have you noticed that? Um, Another thing a smartass does is do what you want. Do what you want. Now, your mom might say, "Oh, honey, I'm so disappointed. I thought you were going to go to this college, or I thought you were going to go there, or I thought you were going to marry this person, or whatever." You've got to do what you want, and that means daring to be different. Now, sometimes daring to be different can be taken in the wrong, um, in the wrong direction. Uh, like getting piercings or tats or wearing funky clothes. That's fine. I'm not knocking that. In fact, this is really, I usually don't wear this. um, I like funky clothes, but I don't have enough. I don't have enough clothes. Anyway, wearing funky clothes, getting tats and piercings is great. In fact, most of my friends are like that. But the thing is when you do it because you're being defiant or because you hate the world or because you're trying to shock people or that's not a good motivation. The motivation for doing anything should be loving yourself. You love yourself, and when you love yourself, you're going to piss other people off, okay? And that's good enough for me. And I'd much rather love myself and that, instead of doing the reverse thing, instead of complying and saying, yes, I'll do whatever you want, and doing the reverse thing and being a total rebel and piercing myself or starting to hang with people that my mom doesn't like or whatever just because it bugs her, you know what I mean? This is this is going to the wrong extreme. What you want to do is love yourself because when you love yourself, you're going to piss people off. That is guaranteed because people are intimidated by confidence, they're intimidated by success, and you are a success if you are following your heart. Success isn't all about money and stuff like that. It's about following your heart, okay? And people are intimidated by that. Like when you lose weight, you lose a bunch of weight, and your friends are like, "Well, you think you're something else, don't you? Now that you've lost all this weight." And some people just don't get it. Some people don't understand. And when you become successful, it's tough. But when you become successful, you have to leave certain people behind because they're not willing to improve their life, and they're not willing to listen to you. You might be real excited about something you've gotten into and said, "Hey, guess what?" And it's the greatest thing that ever happened to you, but they don't see that. They see you changing and leaving them behind, and they don't like that. Okay, another thing is putting your foot down. A smart ass puts your foot down. Okay? If you don't like something, you say no. You draw a line. You say, I'm not going any farther than this, and you live by it. Another thing is a smart ass pushes buttons. Like I said, when you are a smart ass, when you are confident, when you love yourself, you push buttons, what was the word I was saying? Oh yeah, you piss people off. That's the same thing, right? Uh, oh, a smart ass does not say can't. I don't want to hear it from you. I don't want to hear it coming out of your mouth. I don't want you saying it anymore. Every time you want to say can't, just don't, okay? We'll talk about more of that. We'll talk about that more later. And a smartass, if you're a smartass, you will spoil yourself. Do things for you, okay? Doing things for the kids, for the husband, for the boyfriend, for the job, whatever, is good. But if you're leaving yourself behind, if you're leaving yourself in the dust, if you're not taking care of yourself, getting enough sleep, doing stuff you don't want to do just because you're afraid of what they'll say or whatever, that's not spoiling yourself. That's not being a smartass, okay? That's living for other people, and that's losing yourself. What I want you to do is love yourself. Find all kinds of ways to love yourself. And here's a good book. This book will help you, okay? This book will help you find ways to love yourself. Have a brag book. A smartass has a brag book or a cookie jar or something with things that people say that are complimentary, with awards. You don't want to stuff your trophy in there. I'm just saying, a little piece of paper that says that you won an award or a recommendation or whatever, or scholarship, anything. Even if it was 20, 40 years ago, put it in your cookie jar, put it in your brag book, okay? You want to remind yourself of those wonderful things about you that have happened to you and that other people have noticed. And another thing, kind of along those lines, is reward yourself for doing scary stuff. For getting up and doing that report in front of the meeting, Reward yourself. Now, you probably don't want to reward yourself with food, but, do something. I can't think of anything right now. And what a smartass does not ever do, is think with your ass, okay? Think with your heart. Now, how you do that is feel what your heart wants, all right? There's a little voice in there that's trying to tell you what your heart wants, and you need to listen to it. And if you've had any experience with this at all, you will know what it is eventually. It just takes experience. Okay? And that is what a smartass is. And if you're making any progress in being a smartass, let me know in the comments below. Okay? And there's a link below too to show you how to have a smartass life. All right? Talk to you later. Bye.